What's up, college baseball fans? Welcome to the Golden Spikes Omaha 8 National Championship pick and Week 1 Weekend Series Pick'em episode of 11.7. We got Jack here with me. Dimitri is here as well. We're going to be making our picks, our official picks that will go down on the graphics. You guys feel free to clip everything off the YouTube or off the podcast. Use it as bulletin board material. We don't care. Last year, we struggled big time with our Omaha 8s. We only picked 3 of the 8 teams, and that was combined. Jack did pick Charlie Condon to win the Golden Spikes. Congrats to him. But nobody got the national champion. Actually, Jack did pick the national champion. I totally forgot you picked Tennessee last year.
Year one on the board with the 11.7 nation. Were they biased pick? Sure. Did I make a trip to Knoxville? Sure. Did I pick Tennessee to win it? You're absolutely right, I did. Did I take Charlie Condon to win it? You're absolutely right, I did. Year one, 1 for 1. Year two, I don't know how I get better, but I'm going to try.
It's good to have somebody like you on the show because for me, over the last 6 years, it's been nothing but a jinx. I didn't pick one College World Series team last year. 0 for 8. Hard to do when it's 4 SEC and 4 ACC teams. Dimitri is usually pretty consistent, though. He gets I feel like over the course of our history, you've done well picking Omaha teams.
More or less like 30 to 50%, something like that.
Yeah.
Not great.
So for any new listener out there, Jack, follow Jack's picks, fade my picks, and then Dimitri is going to be a 50, he's going to be a 300 hitter for you. Consistent in the lineup. But this is always a fun episode. If you have not watched our previous episode, we picked all 29 conference champions. And that's a lot of fun too.
Guys, how
That's
much fun
good
was
feedback
that?
there. What'd you say?
I said, how much fun is that episode?
It's great. It always turns into a mess at the end. Like we write down points that we want to hit on, and they just never get hit on. At the end, we're like Summit League, Oral Roberts. Go ahead, next.
Yeah,
it's the best.
I feel bad for Incarnate Word, man. They had their hopes up.
Yeah,
you goofed big time. On the graphic, Dimitri put Incarnate Word's logo instead of Lamar. And I get a text message from Will Davis, the head coach at Lamar, going, hey, I listened to the pod. Thanks for picking us, but everybody's pretty pissed off at you right now. You guys put the wrong logo. And I was like, golly, it's 9 a.m. Dimitri's asleep. This will not get fixed for a while.
Oh, dude. I woke up and I was just like, golly.
I was right around the pod when we all made a big goof too. Like I talked about how Schallenberger is going to be great for the Aces this year. Gone. And then we just each went around the circle of like kind of screwing up a little bit.
How about I had a 5-minute speech on how I loved Lemoyne in the American East? Do not play in the American East. Lemoyne is in the Northeast Conference. Just start off the episode too. What a way. Golly. Anyways, we want to shout out our sponsors here real quick. Home Field Apparel, as you can see in the bottom right, they're the best. In fact, I'm wearing an Arkansas Razorbacks crew neck sweatshirt that I got from them. So comfortable, elite material. You will never be disappointed in what you get from Home Field Apparel. I believe the promo code still works, 15% off, CWS24. Check out their website. They're great. And at the end of the day, and I tell this to any potential sponsor or advertiser, we want to work with good people, and that's what Home Field Apparel is. Like the most genuine people that we've ever worked with. Josh, who heads up our accounts, is just great at communication. He's great about getting creative and adding new college baseball products, which we asked for last year, and they delivered, and they're doing it bigger and better this year. So support Home Field Apparel because they support us a lot. And they're also sponsoring our Weekend Series Pick'em and Survivor contest on our Patreon. So it's not too late to sign up for that.
Sign up.
Go to our website. In the contest section, the whole year, we will keep track and standings of everybody's picks that want to do it. So sign up via our Patreon, then you'll get a login to sign into our website. And every single week, that's backwards, Dimitri. You wrote your camera is flipped. It's supposed to say sign up.
I think they get it. Sign up.
Yeah.
SIG. And hey, if you guys hate me, I have a lot of haters. If you hate me, please sign up. Because you know what happens when more people sign up? It's more work for me, more bullshit and Google Sheet work for me. So if you hate me, give me more work. Just give me more work. It's the best thing you can do.
Well, you're also giving Dimitri more money, so think twice before you sign up.
Yeah, don't you dare.
But anyways, let me finish my thought here. Sign up. It's fun. Like we keep it competitive. Everybody that signed up last year, we got along with. We got to communicate back and forth on our Patreon and our Discord channel. It's just a blast, and it's a fun way to stay competitive and locked in every single weekend with 6 of the most competitive series. And you'll learn things about teams. Like I was looking at this week, we have a Illinois State versus Western Kentucky series
The best.
that is just a battle of 2 of the best mid-major teams out there in the country. And like you want to have a reason to watch that series and root for somebody. So make a pick. The other sponsor I want to run by is Game Time Sidekicks. So we just brought them on board. They also have a 15% off promo code that you can use. They're the ones that supplied us with the custom 11.7 stainless steel tumblers and water bottles with the Pencil Talk logos. Hopefully they'll sell that stuff on their online store, but they have officially licensed NCAA gear. So anything with cups or koozies or anything like that, you can get your favorite team. And they're adding more teams this year for us. We asked for them to add more just powerhouse mid-major baseball teams. They said, you got it. We'll roll out 10 here week number 1. So they should be coming out with 10, I believe our top 10 in the mid-major top 25, those logos and those designs this week. And we will definitely tweet it out and shout it out on the next podcast. All right, Dimitri, hey, does your microphone work? Because we got to make sure this microphone works today.
Hey. Can we get a microphone 1, 2, 3? How did that sound?
Sounds good. Ready to rock and roll.
Let's go, dude.
All right.
People were bitching at me like, your mic sucks. I'm like, I promise you, I'm going to fix it. Almost forgot again.
All right, well, it sounds good. So here's the structure of the show. Going to be short and sweet. Like we don't have a lot of time. It is late on Wednesday night here. We're going to do Omaha 8 picks. And after that, we will do our Golden Spikes picks. I take that back. I forgot we flip-flopped it, Jack.
What do you think?
We're doing Golden Spikes.
Yeah.
It'll be a snake draft.
I think so.
Which will be fun. So it'll be 3 picks, and then we're each going to make a long shot.
Yeah.
Just a guy that maybe isn't even on the board, on a watch list or anything. Just a long shot that we like. So we'll end up with 4 picks. And then we'll roll into our Omaha 8, rattle those off. We will pick our national champion, and then we will make our weekend series pick 'em picks live on air here. Episode will be finished after that. So hopefully less than 45 minutes here.
It's cool.
So Golden Spikes picks. Since I sucked last year, I get the first overall pick. Deal?
No. Dude, I want it. I'm going last. I want the last pick. Haters, let's roll.
All right. So me, Dimitri, Jack, Dimitri, me. We'll roll it back and forth snake draft style. My number 1 pick. I think he is the perfect mix between fan-friendly / like name brand guy, electric to play, and he'll be on a really good team this year. Somebody that I want and can easily see winning the Golden Spikes and being like one of the faces of college baseball. No, it's not that, Dimitri. It's not who you're holding up. It's Cam Canarella of Clemson.
Oh!
I think he is the perfect mix of he will make defensive plays that will show up on ESPN Top 10. He will make just incredible base running decisions, stealing bases. He's going to hit for a high average, and apparently his power has gone up since last year as well. I love the kid. I think he's fun to watch, and I think he's somebody that America can relate to. Give me Cam Canarella, number 1 overall pick. I think he's going to win the Golden Spikes this year.
You're really going to make me make the chalkiest of the chalkiest of the chalkiest picks right now.
Don't do it.
But it's like a fantasy football draft. You got to take the value. You got to just take the guy. I'm going to take Jay LaViolette.
Don't say that.
You know what? I'm all on board that you get this guy because you can't say his name, just like your first round pick last year, which was Jack Caglianone. No.
Jace
Yeah, you're
Lavalette.
just the worst when it comes to names.
Caglianone.
You know, I have a funny nickname for Jace Laviolette.
Okay.
I call him Jace La Purplish because violet is somewhat purple, so Jace La Purplish.
You guys tell that Ben is a full grown father with that kind of dad pun. I mean, all right. I thought to me, those are the two best picks on the board. I think Canarella, like we talked about with Tommy White last year, is the sexy, attractive pick. Experiencing the greatest 5 minutes on a baseball field ever, hitting a game-winning 3-run homer, and then the catch, the Willie Mays up against the wall. Good pick. And then Jace looks like he was built out of marble. I could go in a lot of different directions here. You could go chalky on the mound, but I think I want a bat. I want a bat to match what you guys have going on. Give me the youngster. Give me the guy that with a little bit of a bat wiggle, meaning in Atlanta, Georgia, with the greatest hitting coach of all time. I thought, Ben, you were going to take him first. He's your guy. You coached him, for God's sakes. I'll take DB. Give me Drew Burress. Go Tech. Job Tech. Give me Drew Burress.
I wanted him so bad. I don't know why I thought he would slip to me. I wanted him so bad.
Well, then let's trade.
I'll trade with you later.
Trade? Okay, off the record. Love. So snake back to me. Again, I can go in a lot of different directions here. But to me, the fact that this guy didn't get a call earlier, the fact that this guy somehow ended up back on campus, this team, I want to take this guy, but my part of me wants to take his teammate in my dark horse round. No, I don't care. Jared Jones is going to hit 38 home runs this year.
Kidding me?
Jared Jones is going to hit 38 home runs this year. Ben, I did the homework too. I could have gone in a lot of different directions. The Bears going to hit 38 home runs this year, and just that number alone, he's going to win the Golden Spike. So I'll take the Bear.
You took two of my top three players. I wanted Bear Jones and I wanted Drew Burress. That's incredible. Wow.
Great minds, Mr. Needle. Great minds.
That hurts.
Damn, this is hard, guys. There's so many good players to pick from. So there's a guy that I think is going to really come back to his freshman form. If he had anything like he was when he's a freshman, a bigger and stronger player, he's a slam dunk for me. And he plays in the SEC. He's going to be a USA guy. Tinfoil hat on. It's probably going to happen. Give me Ethan Petrie from South Carolina.
Love that pick.
You guys are unbelievable.
It's a great pick. He's going to have to
I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wrote 6 names down. 4 of them are gone. I love Ethan Petrie. I love the pick. He's somebody that has 30 homer potential easily. Love the pick. And he's got the look, man. Yeah. He's got the look of a Golden Spikes winner. All right, well, that gets me to, let's go shout out Los Beeves wearing the hat. Ava Arquette. Shout out to our newest hire on the 11.7 team, Azad Earl. He released his draft board today, and he has Ava Arquette as his number 1 overall player, transferred from Washington over to Oregon State. I think the Oregon State team is going to be really good this year. And as you saw last year with Bazana, even though he was a West Coast guy, he was a finalist for the Golden Spikes. So Ava Arquette makes a lot of sense here, like somebody that will dominate the West Coast.
I love that pick. And you know what's crazy? I didn't take him just because he was number 1 on our draft board. I was like, I'll let somebody else have him. But dude, 6'4", 220 is shortstop. What are we doing?
Yeah. It feels like a sexy pick there. Like he's an Alex Rodriguez 2.0 or a Carlos Correa.
Yeah.
And then, like, I mean, I guess I'll have to do it. It comes down to 2 guys for me. 3 guys. I think I can make one of them my long shot, so I'm going to hold off now. But, I mean, we still have Jamie Arnold on the board, We still have Max Ballou on the board. But I'm going to go a little different. I think Nolan Schubart from Oklahoma State is a guy that pops off the page to me. Love watching him play in their ballpark. The ball flies like crazy, and he's just such a sexy hitter. So give me Nolan Schubart.
And didn't play in all their games. Like, yeah.
You don't like the pick?
Love it. I'm obsessed
I
with
think
it.
it's a great pick. I think it's a great pick.
I can't even win. I think he missed like 12 games last year too. So it's like, I mean,
yeah.
Why is it so hard for me to envision an Oklahoma State player winning the Golden Spike? It just seems so hard to envision.
I think they've won it the most out of any school in history.
Okay, but like recently, come on, guys, come on, don't bust my balls. Recently, I feel like it just seems so hard for them because they've had so many really good players the last 10 years. All right, I feel like I have to take one of these as my dark horse because I know somebody's going to take him. Specifically, Ben. Ben is probably going to take my favorite my favorite dark horse, but I'm trying to win this thing, so I'm going to leave him off the board. I picked Georgia to win the SEC, and if they're going to win the SEC, it's going to be one guy that's going to carry them there. Give me Trey Phelps.
Yeah.
Trey Phelps. The dude has the power. It is 80 grade power.
Oh.
I was about to take him, but the only caveat, 350 with 12 homers hidden in that lineup. Now he becomes kind of the central focal point. I'm not worried about that with him. My only concern is, like, when's the last time that the Golden Spikes winner came from the same school back-to-back years? It's the only thing I was like.
Yeah, never. I don't think it's ever happened.
Wait, what'd you ask? What was the question?
When's the last time that the Golden Spikes winner came from the same school back-to-back years?
Damn it.
I know. Well, but I know. That's literally the only thing. So for my pick, I feel like every year we're all supposed to go a pitcher. So like having Jamie Arnold on the board, or even a guy like, I think Ryan Prager is going to be a guy that, like, at the end of the year, you go, he hasn't lost. It's like 14 weeks in and he's given up, he's got like a 1.8. But I just feel like it's got to be, obviously outside of some outliers, it's got to be so difficult to win it as an arm. Like, you got to do some really special stuff. So I'm staying with the bats. I know you took Lord Tubbington. I think the winner of the Golden Spikes could be on that team, and it ain't even him. Give me Grahovic. I know it's a sophomore year, and we can see a sophomore slump, and maybe this is a dark horse round. I think Grahovic could do, I don't know. He's a guy that you're going, he hit 380. He can slash and get on, plays a heck of a third base. I'll take Grahovic in the third round. I could go a zillion different directions, but I feel good there.
Yeah, good pick. He looks the part.
Yeah. He was the least looking freshman I've ever seen in person in my whole life.
Are you too worried though that the A&M team is too good to have a Golden Spikes winner?
Well, no, I think yes, but like LSU a few years ago, and they had Skeens and Cruz. Now, granted, not both hitters, but I think it's like I'm rigging the raffle is what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, who's your fourth round pick?
I get my wild card.
Yeah, long shot, dark horse.
All right, I have a dark horse that I think no one's talking about, and a guy that I don't know if guys are or if it's just because of the school he goes to. I'm going to take Devin Taylor. Does that count as like a wild card round?
100%.
Yeah.
Talked about him, and I think he's a guy that can win the Big Ten by himself. Like, I think he's that talented. I think he's got the ability to carry a team. I think there was a lot of conversation about him last year going into the season, and now this year I think it's kind of subsided a little bit. Still a lot of expectation, but I think Devin Taylor is a guy that could go and win this damn thing. I really want to take my other guy because it's a really, really crazy wild card round, but my wild card, I feel good. Devin Taylor could win the dang thing.
Great player, great hitter, and I think Indiana could be pretty good this year. Dark horse, I'm talking like we're going dark horse out of the West Coast. Aaron Judge 2.0. If you catch my drift, you know who I'm talking
Murph
about.
Gray, baby. No, not Murph Gray.
Murph Gray. I just wanted Ben to think he was wrong. Murph Gray, baby.
From Fresno State. Dude's a stud. Love him.
And you know what? I'm picking him because I want to give him some love and some attention and some popularity and some publicity. Do I think he's going to win it or even have a chance? Probably not. But I think he's a good enough player to possibly do it. I just want to give him the love that he deserves.
Yeah, I feel you. So my last pick here comes down to 3 guys. I'll let you guys help me out here. Dark horses. Well, I'll throw a 4th one in there too. First one, Jared Spencer, left-handed pitcher, Texas, throwing Friday nights. Everything I've heard is this guy's going to be just as good as Hagen Smith last year.
He's Randy Johnson.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I don't even know if he has odds up on him to win it. Like, he might be that far of a long shot. So Jared Spencer is probably my favorite dark horse. I also like Grant Jay from Dallas Baptist, somebody that I think can have 100 RBIs this year with their offense. So Tanner Thatch I saw was 100-1. Nuts. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to pick him, but nuts. And then I'm blanking on his name right now. Who's the guy? UC Irvine, first baseman.
Anthony Martinez.
Anthony Martinez, yeah, from UC Irvine. He gets no love, but
can I add 2 more guys to your list?
Yeah.
Got folks, learn the name Tyler Bremner. Go watch his video.
I don't know if he's a dark horse though. I think he's got pretty good odds, if I'm not mistaken.
I was just
pull it up real fast.
It is disgusting.
He's 50-1. That's a dark horse, I guess. 50-1.
I mean, I could totally see him being some guy sub 1.5, sub 1 ERA, 10-game winner at Santa Barbara. He leads them to hosting a regional, Big West title. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, this guy is the face of this team. He's carrying him Friday night in a regional." You know, I can just see it.
Give me Jared Spencer. I need a pitcher on my board.
I like it.
I have Cam Canarella, Ava Arquette. Who was my 3rd-round pick?
Schubart.
Nolan Schubart.
Solid group. There's a lot of names that we miss, and not because like there's a lack thereof. There's just so many. I mean, Max Bellew, who's 3rd right now, at 7-1 to win the dang thing. No one took him. Henry Ford.
Nobody took Jamie Arnold.
No one took Jamie Arnold. He was 6-1. Excuse me. I can't believe nobody took Jamie Arnold.
I almost took him, and I wanted to go 3 SEC players because I care more about winning this year than fading the public. The SEC is probably going to produce the Golden Spike winner. It's just the way it is. I don't like it, but it is the way it is.
No Daniel Cuvée too. Like he went nuts his freshman year. Like we took a lot of sophomores, so like someone's going to be scared of that sophomore slump. But
we didn't take anybody from Virginia, even though their team is loaded. Like no Didowick, no Ford. Like no Blanco, like nothing.
It's tough. It's a loaded class, man. The guy that can I tell you guys my dark horses I was really excited about? 2 shortstops. Did you guys see that Stephen Mom's going to play shortstop for LSU this year? They're moving Braswell to 3rd.
I thought it was Daniel Dickinson.
He's going to play 2nd.
Milam? I thought I saw confirmed short.
No, I'm saying Dickinson's playing 2nd.
Dickinson's playing 2nd. Stephen Milam moves from 2nd to shortstop. There's a reason that Jay Johnson was like, yeah, it's time. Like this kid's range, the arm strength, all of it. The kid, like you want to talk about in the big moment. It just felt like he was always in the big moment, that SEC tournament that Ben and I were there. Yeah. And I wanted to do it, but I took Bear Jones, so I didn't want to have 2 LSU guys and stack the board. But he feels like a guy, he's not getting any love. I haven't seen any odds on him. He'd be a lot of fun. And then the other guy that I don't think I'm seeing anywhere either, Jalen Flores is getting a lot of love at Texas, a guy that kind of like slid under the radar, same build as Ava Arquette. I think Anthony Silva at TCU. Like, we forget that when he was in Omaha 2 years ago, he was nuts defensively. If he swings it like he did his freshman year and the glove plays the way it does, he's going to be a guy that you'll just see on top 10 all the time, and we'll trick ourselves into being like, oh, this guy's going to be up there because he's the best defender in baseball.
Love it. Love it. Any other closing thoughts here on the Golden Spikes before we move on?
One thing, I wish Jared Spencer was going to be a 2 or 3 inning closer for Texas. Just comes in and just throws 98 in the left side, slam the door like Josh Hader, but he gives the Randy Johnson flow. Like, I think he has a better shot of winning Golden Spikes as a reliever closer for Texas.
It's
Like
interesting.
almost like a Kevin Kopps style, like just
Kevin Kopps style,
multi-inning
but
reliever.
he just doesn't have the rubber arm that Kevin Kopps had that year. It's too hard when you throw 98.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right, let's do Omaha 8. Let's do another snake draft. Like, screw this whole every
Yeah.
single person on social media like that covers college baseball. They're all picking from the same 12 teams and filling out their 8. Let's expand the board a little bit. Let's do a snake draft. 8 teams, do not pick the same team twice. Fair?
Yeah.
Here's how we're going to win it. Here's how we're going to do this, guys. We're going to add up our total just based on RPI. So your A team put all their RPI points at the end of the year. You add it up, whatever your total is, you win this Omaha 8 thing. How about that?
What if you no. What if we do this? 1 point if you make a regional, 3 points if you make a super, 5 if you make Omaha. No, let's make it 6 points if you make Omaha.
But there should be a metric. There should be a metric, though, to Dimitri's point, where it's like if you take, okay, if you get A&M to the Omaha, you're like, okay, cool, like your 6 points you got. But if
it's
you
not
got,
as cool.
yeah, if you got, I don't know.
Yeah, if you got like UC Irvine 35 RPI, I'm not UC Irvine, it's some random freaking, I don't know, yeah, whatever.
No, like hypothetically,
What if we did the highest RPI? Does that make sense?
yeah, I know what you're saying, but that would get
So, like, if one of us picks Mercer and they're 85th RPI, but they make it to Omaha, it's good. It's better.
You get 85 points. Yeah.
Something like that.
Your lowest RPI team that makes Omaha, you get full their RPI point.
I love it.
Cool. Love it.
Boom. Love it. Let's do it.
All right. Who's going first? I went first for the Golden Spikes. So Jack, you go first, and then we'll snake back around this way.
Okay. Okay. This is overwhelming. I'll go chalkity chalk to start things off. I'll take the Ags. I think the Ags get there to go back. Storyline guy. The story has written itself. Give me the Ags.
It's a safe pick. They're the most talented team in the country.
Is it the same? As good as Texas A&M is, as loaded as they are, a first-year head coach, literally first-time head coach going to Omaha.
People are going to take A&M.
He's been with the program though. It's not like he's out of nowhere.
I just think it's just crazy to think literally his first head coaching job when he taken Omaha.
He did a great job. He surrounded himself with a lot of head coaches on his staff. That's going to help. And Michael Early is just a G. But I'm not taking them for the reason that everyone else is taking them. Everyone's going to take him because, they got this Jace Lavia purple guy. Like, he's pretty good and like they're great. I'm taking them because their storyline's good for the game. Go to the game. I'm all in. Let's do it. Give me the Ags.
I do think Jason Kelly's going to do a good job there this year. He is a good pitching coach. He's got the head coach pedigree from Washington, so that's a really good support staff for Early. So, I mean, I can see it happening, but I just think I would take my chances. First year head coach doesn't make it Omaha. I'll take my chances. Okay, guys, it's one of the 3 teams I got to go with, and you know what? Just give me Tennessee. They're going back again.
I love it. Guys,
they're going back again. Just give me Tennessee. And I want their fan base on my side this time. I've been going against them for so long. I want them on my side this time.
They're the best.
Yeah, no, that's good. And you know what? I'm glad because I get my 2 favorite picks going to Omaha, and that's LSU and Virginia. Like, let's just rip the Band-Aid off. Virginia goes every single year. LSU is back-loaded. Like, they have the pitching. They have the pitching depth. I love their starting rotation. And as Jack kind of hinted at earlier, infield is loaded. Outfield, plenty of speed and power. LSU, Virginia, those are my 2 favorite Omaha picks this year.
Dude, that's kind of sick. You got to pick LSU and Virginia back to back.
Yeah.
It's loaded. It's a good slate. I got to tell you, if we were doing like a little rosterbation and you were looking at your fantasy team right now, you got to be feeling pretty good about your opening 2 picks, looking at your Golden Spikes guy, couple bona fide dogs. Ben Upton went into the lab this offseason, folks.
I had to. I got so embarrassed last year. Plus, you know what? This is bad news for LSU and Virginia fans. I am such a jinx when it comes to picking Omaha teams. It's nuts.
Guy, this team's going to finally make it. They're going to make it. Jazz Chisholm is going to be there when they make it.
Oh, yeah.
Bakich is going to literally be in right field porch after they win their super regional. He is going to literally be shirts off, pouring beer down his throat. I could just picture it. They're going to finally do it. Give me the Clemson Tigers.
It's a great pick. It's a great pick. You read
They
my
went to a buzzsaw last year.
Yeah, and the best player
last year.
Yeah, I mean, they had to play the best player ever. I mean, Cags literally like did everything that weekend. Dimitri, you stole my pick because I don't know, you'll be able to tell here quickly. I'm hunting storylines in the 2025 year. That's it. I'm just going out hunting storylines. So my second pick, I'm taking the University of Texas to play A&M in the College World Series, and I want to watch the world burn. Sue me. I want to watch it all burn down. It's gonna be awesome.
I got off the phone this past Saturday. I got off the phone with the college baseball script writers, and that's all they want to see this year is Texas versus Texas A&M national championship. I don't even know why we're playing a season this year because it's going to happen.
Ben,
Watch. Let's see what the NCAA selection committee does, and I guarantee you they're going to be on opposite sides of the bracket. I will bet my life that they will be on opposite sides of the bracket.
Staring at each other.
Will not match up until the finals.
There's just no way that happened.
Yeah, for sure. Just wait.
That's just no way. Guys, if Texas A&M are playing the national championship, I will fly back for the national championship series. I don't care what anybody said. I will be there.
We don't want you there.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're doubting it. We don't want you.
All right. Pick another one, Jack.
That hurt his feelings. All right, let's go back to the well. How do I make this worse? How about another team from the state of Texas? This is a flip-flop pick. I think that the Big 12 gets a team back in, and I think it's TCU. I know I went on the Lupton Drinking Club, and I probably drank a little bit too much of the Kool-Aid, but I do think that they have a really fun blend of old dudes with young talent. They recruited well. I think the Big 12 is completely up for grabs. So if they can be that Big 12 team to host a regional and they maybe get a favorable matchup in the Super, I think we look up and we go, hey, it feels like TCU's here a lot, aren't they? Give me TCU. I want 3 teams from the state of Texas. I want absolute anarchy on the highways driving from the state of Texas to Omaha this year.
Should we go ahead and just fill in Texas Tech, Baylor, Houston, Rice, and Abilene Christian for your next 5 picks?
You guys are forgetting the one team that we all want to make it to Omaha. How are we doing this?
DBU. Yeah.
What do you got in the 5th round, Jack? You got Lamar going to Omaha?
They're pretty good this year, dude.
No, dude, Incarnate, we're going all the way.
All right, I got all my 3 teams from the state of Texas.
All right. Give me. We're gonna dive back into the Atlantic Coast Conference. Give me the Carolina Tar Heels. The Carolina Tar Heels.
That's a good pick there. I think they're going to be. I believe that at some point this season, North Carolina will be ranked number 1 in the country.
Oh,
that's a prediction for you guys.
So they're going to be really good, guys.
Yeah. Cool. Back-to-back picks here, and I don't know if I want to get frisky yet or not. Yeah, you know what? I think Arizona State gets into Omaha this year. I'm a big believer in Arizona State. I think this is the year where, listen, they have it on both sides of the ball. Like, this team can mash the baseball. They're veterans, juniors, seniors all across the field and the infield. Pitching staff anchored by 2 guys, USA guys, or should be at least. I like what Willie Bloomquist and Arizona State have going this year. And we know how West Coast regionals are. They're probably going to be familiar with every team in their regional. So if we can get out of a regional, get to a super, possibly host a super, I love the chances of Arizona State. The next team I'm going to go with, I think Oregon gets in. I think Oregon finally burst their curse. Oregon has a baseball curse. They've been to a super regional against a 3-seed Kent State and a 4-seed Oral Roberts at home for both of them, and haven't broken through. They also faced Texas A&M last year in a super. Can't get past the super. I believe in what they have going right now. Give me Oregon. And I just want to go and put this on record. Look at my first 4 teams and tell me this is not the most beautiful color matchup of all time. LSU, Virginia, Arizona State, Oregon, great colors. And I'm colorblind, so ha.
Yo, all right, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and we're getting frisky now. It's past midnight for you guys. We're getting close there for me. But anyway, Dallas Baptist, UC Irvine, Santa Barbara. One of those teams that's going to make it this year. It's the 6-year mid-major. 2020 doesn't count for those of you that
Eighth year.
8 years. Sorry, 8. One of those teams is making it to Omaha.
Well, pick one because I like the other 2.
Oh, do you?
I have one of those other 2 as a national champion, so just go ahead.
Santa Barbara's got the pitching. They don't have the hitting. You know how you win a regional? With hitting. Throw them out the window.
They might have the hitting. You don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
Well,
there's a question mark on the hitting.
Doesn't have the pitching. Santa Barbara doesn't have the hitting. You put those 2 together, that's your national champion.
You love a good statement.
Okay, anyways. Dallas Baptist, UC Irvine. Give me Dallas Baptist Patriots. I'm feeling patriotic in the year 2025.
So let me ask you a question here.
I think you just took Jack's next pick with Dallas Baptist. They're from Texas. So.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. Did you not see what I was doing? Has nobody taken – I mean, we know that there's a West Coast team every year, right? Well, I guess not last year with 4 SEC and 4 ACC. Has nobody taken Oregon State yet?
Nope.
And you're wearing the Los Beefs hat. I mean, I'm like, do I just go
They're loaded.
Respectful? They're loaded. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna lock back in. We'll get a little chalkity chalk. I'll take Oregon State. They whipped out a pen this fall, which I thought was a little disrespectful for some interviews. But getting to talk with some of that coaching staff after I made a gripe about it, it just feels like there's this new wave. They feel disrespected as a school based off what happened with the Pac-12. I'll take the Beavers. Los Beavs. Do I get a celebratory meme now? I'm all about it. Fire me up. I'm on the right side of history on this one. And then my 5th pick.
Wait. Can I stop you about the Oregon State pick?
Yeah.
Love it. I almost went Oregon State, but I wanted to throw Arizona State some love early. Oregon State's going to be nasty this year. And I hope it doesn't end up being an Oregon versus Oregon State, either regional or super regional. That would break my heart. I think both of those teams are doing it right. And they're operating on like an SEC level just up there in the Northwest. I love both of those teams. Good pick.
I know we joked about the RPI, but like it is crazy how hard and difficult they challenge themselves immediately. Like I think there's something to be said there. Good for the game for going to like go out and playing on national television. Last year when we did Club Omaha when they faced Hagen Smith, like they just continue to go challenge themselves early, and they should be rewarded in the postseason this year. So
and remember this: if they win the national championship, they will be considered a mid-major in our book.
Yeah. Heck yeah, they will.
The 8-year streak will continue if Oregon State wins the national championship.
Oh, wait. Did we forget that Oregon State should be number 1 in our mid-major power ranking?
No, we talked about it, and we were like, listen, like they're not a mid-major team. They got screwed over by the conferences, but we will claim them if they win a national championship.
Perfect.
For our narrative, the 11.7 narrative, we will claim them.
Perfect.
Right. I thought my next pick to claim my narrative, because on the same wavelength, I feel like I've been screaming this from the rooftops. Dimitri, this is going to piss you off because I know we've been on the same frequency on this one. I thought this was a little bit more of a sleeper pick, but their odds are actually pretty good. Like they're 22-1 to win it all. I love Georgia this year. It feels like everyone's going to be down on them because Condon's gone, and you obviously lose a Golden Spikes winner. But I just think they relocked and reloaded. And I think what Coach Johnson's doing in Athens, the stadium renovations at Foley. You know, they fall short to NC State last year. We just felt like they were on some Team of Destiny vibes. But that ballpark filled up, and it feels like that school is starting to really buy into baseball as a whole. And I love UGA this year. Love them, love them, love them, love them.
People, that's what I'm saying. People were giving me shit that Georgia winning the SC. I'm like, guy, as much as it is the school, the head coach matters. And people forget how good Wes Johnson is. The dude is a wizard. The dude knows what he's doing.
I need to tell you guys some stuff off air.
All right. Georgia pick, I love it. I love the Georgia pick. I think, and you know what, guys? When you have that spotlight of Charlie Condon gone, and you can just get back to work and just be a 1 through 9 team where you don't have one single guy that's just getting so much attention. You're just a mellow 1 through 9 great team. I mean, Trey Phelps is going to get a lot of hype this year. But I told Ben this 2 years ago, I think, when Florida lost, was it Wyatt Langford? No. Ben, remember my theory that when there's sometimes a team hits better when their best hitter is gone? Because
it was Wyatt Langford.
It was the Wyatt, and I'm pretty sure Florida ended up hitting better the following year.
They were good. Remember, it was going into the 2023 season. Everybody was doubting Florida. They lost Wyatt Langford and a few other big pieces. And we actually, in our first preseason, what do we call it? Field of 64 that we did that year.
Yeah.
We had Florida as the number 2 overall team. And people were calling us crazy. We're like, no, we did the research. They're bringing back everything they need plus more. So, yeah, you're right. Sometimes you're a better team.
I think Georgia has kind of got that similar script, if you will, going for them. All right, team number 5 for me. God, there's so many good teams. So I'm just going to go ahead and get.
There is one team that just hasn't been picked, and I don't know how.
I know. Well, it's your latitude, longitude guy, man.
Yeah.
I know who it is. It starts with an A, ends in an S. I don't want to pick them because you know who I'm going to pick now? The Tulane Green Wave. Give me my RBI team. Give me the team that's going to win me this whole thing.
Dude, you are a son of a gun because I'm not kidding. I had them already penciled in my 8 spot. That's a good pick. People will see why very shortly. They're a good team.
Overvalued.
Real good team.
Over slot in the 5th there, but I love it. That's an 8th round pick you took in the 5th. Love it.
That's one of those where you just I got to tip a cap that he took him in the 5th round. They're an 8th round selection, but okay.
Yeah.
There's plenty of Power 4 teams I can pick from. You're either on Dallas Baptist, UC Irvine, Tulane, Stetson, and Santa Barbara. Those are the 5 teams that are going to get picked. And I was like, I got to grab them now.
No, they're not. Power 4. Dimitri, do you take kickers in the 8th round of a fantasy football league?
I take
Yeah, Dimitri's the type of guy in fantasy football that just does his starters and then he goes to his bench. Yeah.
No doubt. Exactly. Exactly.
All right. Good pick with Tulane. I think you could have got them in the 8th round or 7th round. So back-to-back picks here. I have no choice but to take the Arkansas Razorbacks. I think – hold on. Let me write them down. I was not expecting to get them in the 5th round, especially after Tulane, which is nuts. So thank you for that. This is a team that, they're known for getting to the big dance, right? Getting into the tournament, hosting a regional. And it feels like every year that they have high expectations, they kind of crumble in a way, whether it's in a regional or a super regional. But listen, they're going to put themselves in good position. And I love the starting rotation. They got Zach Root throwing on Saturdays, Geikel throwing on Fridays. I don't know if they released their Sunday starter yet, but they got a whole just bullpen full of guys to pick from that are going to throw 6+ innings. And then the offense this year, you have guys like Koziel who would start on a lot of teams in the SEC. He's going to be the first man off the bench. It's crazy how deep this lineup is. Kendall Diggs is back. I like a lot about this team. Now, what scares me is I don't know what happened over the last 48 hours. This team is getting hyped up on social media more than any team in the country right now. It's almost like everybody is falling into this Arkansas wave, which scares me. It's all right, what's going to happen? Are they going to finish last in the SEC this year somehow? Everybody's high on Arkansas. Great pick from me. Thank you.
Crazy about Arkansas. Every year I'm high on Arkansas. Oh, they're going to Omaha. And I was just like, I can't pick them this year because they keep missing the last 2 years, 3 years, whatever. So I'm just like, dude, you know what? I'll let someone else have them. But I really hope Arkansas makes it. And that's one of my teams I want to win the national championship.
I would be completely fine with Arkansas winning the national championship. All right, I'm going to throw a team out there. People just forget about Wake Forest. Now that they don't have Chase Burns or Rhett Lauder, and you know what I mean? Like, they got those guys and produced with them, but they still had a whole army of people that are just as talented and guys that I think are elite baseball players, and they have a factory over there. So give me Wake Forest out of the ACC. I think they're severely underrated this year.
It's a great pick.
Like, they recruit with the best of them. They're an elite baseball team.
Yeah. Jack Winnet was another guy that I kind of wanted to take for my Golden Spikes dark horse. Like, Jack Winnet was so good on that team last year.
Mm-hmm.
Names dominated by top 10 picks. He was really, really good.
Guys, does Tim Corbin miss Omaha 3 years in a row?
Oh, never.
Or 4?
Never say never.
Did they schedule Creighton this year?
I don't know what that means.
They're going to
Creighton's in Omaha.
They play it.
Oh my God. Nice. Woo, woo, right over my head. No, I really want to take Vanderbilt and Arizona for me at this level. I like Arizona. I think they're really good. They're going to do really well in the Big 12. I'm just trying to think of teams that can get an easy hosting spot. That's why I love the Oregon pick. I wanted Oregon. I think they're going to win the Big 10. Oklahoma State's going to lose in the regional again. I don't want to pick them. They're gonna lose the regional again. They're gonna host and they're gonna lose. Mississippi State, can they get back? You know what? Here, we're gonna make our pick. All right, we're gonna make our pick. Give me the Vanderbilt Commodores. Give me Vanderbilt.
I love it. I don't have any ACC. I don't have any ACC ball clubs on my team, so I'm glad that you guys.
Because there's no ACC team in Texas.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah. What are you talking about? The Atlantic Coast runs right through the Rio Grande.
I think it's the All Coast Conference now.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Whoa, that's a good one. The All Coast Conference.
I think that's what it's actually called, isn't it?
Gulf of America. That's a coast.
America coast. We didn't take him in our Golden Spikes, but there's nobody that you'd rather have in the country probably tomorrow towing the rover of the Chuck come June than Jamie Arnold. I'll take Florida State, man. I can't believe they're still there, kind of like Arkansas that slipped this far. The question mark of a lot of pieces missing, or leaving. But like I said, when you want to win in the playoffs and you want to win in postseason baseball, you got to have a horse and a dude on the mound that the other team fears, and they've got that guy. So I'll take Jamie Arnold. Give me FSU. And then my 7th pick, I don't think it's pandering. I think it's more so I do believe in what they're building. Kind of like Clemson, like, can they get over the hump? Can they get back? This team's never really been there. But like Georgia, they're pouring gas on the fire. And like in this college athletics landscape, you can turn this thing around quickly. They did that last year. And this year, I think they get over it. I was really high on them all year. Give me the Blue Devils. Give me the Dukies. Ben Miller, that beautiful stash. Close your eyes. Can't you see Nicky Lopez, the blue stash, the Aviators? Well, this year when you reopen them, it's going to be a different shade of blue. It's going to be Ben Miller with the stash in Omaha, and it's going to be the Duke Blue Levels, and Coach Pollard's going to be stoked.
Wow. Jack tried to pander. He loves mid-major. He is the biggest chalk out there, guys.
I do.
8 Power 4 schools, including an independent. You just didn't even go to the single mid-major. How boring of you. So lame.
One pick left, buddy.
Hey, just because you reached for Tulane in the fist, buddy, I got a pick left. Math is hard. What I did do
And Jack, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, it's probably going to be Troy. That's going to be his pick. Just
My 8th.
Not if I pick him right now.
Nah, I got bad news.
you have Troy, Tulane, and Dallas Baptist. That is like a Ben Upton Omaha 8 from 2023.
I was going to say last year.
Yeah, the last 5 years.
I ended up going. I thought about this a lot.
All I have to do is hit on one of them with that 35, 40 RPI, and I win this thing. We got big brain here.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyway,
Dimitri. Make your pick.
All right, my pick here. Oh, God. You know what? Give me a Big Ten team. I need a Big Ten exposure. I only have one SEC team in Vanderbilt, which is kind of brutal. But you know what? Give me some Big Ten exposure. Give me the Cornhuskers from Nebraska.
Love that, Nick. That's a good one. That's a good
Give
one.
me the Huskers.
I already had everything written down about Nebraska. This feels like the year that there's going to be a giant storyline. Nebraska makes it back to Omaha. Great pick there.
Ben, go ahead and read all your notes about Nebraska. Just speak for me. Just tell me why you love them.
No, I just think that they're – first of all, like you never know where they're going to be sent for a regional, and they probably would host. This was a team I was very high on 2 years ago, and they kind of they didn't play good. They played bad, but then last year they bounced back. They returned a bunch of guys that were freshmen and sophomores. Now they're sophomores and juniors, or juniors and seniors. Sorry. I don't know. I like the vibes with Nebraska this year. I think they're flying under the radar, and the storyline makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, speaking of storylines, I love this team. And I love teams with not good bullpens, but great bullpens in the postseason. A team I haven't seen anybody on social media pick. I've never been more confident. Give me NC State.
Yeah.
You get Doolin and D-Rock out of the bullpen, just lights out after the 6th inning. They could go 2 each. Plus, they got other pieces in the bullpen. Now they lose AMAC and a couple Cozart behind the plate. Like they lose some big bats, but like this is a team. It just always feels like a team that plays their best baseball in May and June. And how sweet would it be? 5-year anniversary from the 4-year anniversary of the 2021 College World Series, where some of those kids were freshmen. Now they're seniors on the team, to go out and make it back to Omaha again for the 3rd time. Like, give me NC State. Love the team. I think I said too much about it. It started not making sense. Just trust me. Give me the pack. And then last team here. This is where I wanted either a Tulane or a Dallas Baptist, but I'm very happy with this pick. Guys, how many years in a row have I picked East Carolina to make it to Omaha?
That's just not going to happen.
Yeah, with that.
I love that. Keep saying that, because every year we say it's going to happen this year. It's finally going to happen. The curse is going to be over. This is a year where they bring in 30 new guys. Every report I've read is like, yeah, this team's a mystery. Like, we don't know if they're going to be good. Like, they might be below 500. I've read that online. It makes so much sense that this will be the year that they finally do it. Like a group of nobodies being put together, they might struggle early in the year, but when they mesh, magical things can happen. Like, I hope they're a 3 seed in the freaking Mississippi State Regional. And I hope they win that regional and find themselves. I don't even want them to host a regional or host a super. Like, go put them somewhere else. And like, let's have fun. That's my pick. Give me East Carolina. Another great color school too.
Yeah.
All right. I can do one of 2 things here. I can either piss Jack off, which is really fun to do sometime, or I can go with another team.
Let Jack have Troy.
You know what? I want Jack.
I'm just telling you, I'm not going to go where you think I'm going.
Oh, I know exactly where you're going.
You don't. I mean, you really don't. I have one.
C of C.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was one of the 2. But
Is T R O Y or C of C? And I can't take both, so I'm not going to take either one. Give me the Arizona Wildcats.
Yeah.
Give me Arizona.
That's a good pick. I love it. I'm like, here's where I love our picks, gentlemen. I pandered early for the storyline, but then I wanted to paint the country with conferences. Now we're a mid-major podcast, so it'd be disrespectful for me to not take a Troy or a Coastal or a Southern Miss or heck, even a College of Charleston who I hold so dear to my heart. I have a pick that I've really liked, and because the more I look at the staff, I go, they got enough to do it. And every year, especially last year, I was like, what the hell are they doing here? And then by the end of the weekend, I go, those pinstripes look pretty good. Maybe they should stick around a little longer. The year of the Husky. Basketball's done.
Ew.
We're over, Hurley.
Ew.
Big East Nation, stand up. I got weird. Let's ride.
Ew.
Let's ride.
Baseball school.
Let's ride. Ian Cook on the weekend. Let's ride.
Ew, dude. You
I
let Troy, Charleston, Irvine, Santa Barbara,
all of them down.
Charleston to take the fucking Yukon Husky.
They are a walking super regional.
Every time we are gonna we're gonna laugh. We're gonna go. What are we? We're gonna laugh, and it was me laughing last year. I was like, "What are we doing here?" And then they're taking a game from FSU in the super, and you're going, they're 9 innings away from packing the bags and heading to Omaha. UConn, the Huskies. You know why? I really just want an excuse to watch them all year.
You just want an excuse to DM with Dogpile Season on Instagram.
Hey, shout out the boy Donnie.
Yo, I don't hate the Huskies. I hate who you left off the board to take the Huskies.
We left them off the board. All of us did.
Yeah, we did.
What do you mean I took DBU and Tulane? Ben went with fucking East Carolina, who's probably going to have the worst team they've had in the last 5 years. You went with UConn. Like, come on, guys.
What are we doing? A stretch of a pick? What do you mean? What are we doing here? That's a stretch.
Picking Austin P instead of UConn with that pick.
Really?
They just have the same. They have the same shot
as UConn.
No. Oh yeah.
I disagree.
I feel good. Here's the thing about my Omaha 8. They're all 8 not going to get there, but 2 of them are, and that's what I did. I painted the board a little bit.
You got 3.
I don't know how 2 of yours are getting in because I think all 8 of mine are getting in. I can't even find a reason how you can get 2 when I have 8.
Ben, East Carolina's not making it. North Carolina State is not making it. Wake Forest is not making it. Arizona State is not making it.
Love a blanket statement. You just love a blanket statement. You have no idea.
Nobody has any idea. It's college baseball. That's what makes it great.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Hey, Dimitri,
in 2012, you said the same thing to me in 2012 when I had Kent State and Stony Brook in my Omaha 8 preseason. So there's no way.
Nobody says shit to me when I had Coastal Carolina winning in my bracket. I won the D1 bracket challenge with Coastal in 2016. Nobody knew.
I had a future on Fresno State in 2008 as an 8th grader.
I mean,
I had them 200 to 1. I went to Vegas.
I had South Carolina going back to back in 2006. I was 3 years.
And you had them one more year. You had back to back to back and lost.
Well, the bad news is if you had them in 2006, that wouldn't have been good. That would have been
2006. I went to the MGM and booked South Carolina 2009. 2010.
You're such an idiot. That was Oregon State's back to back there.
11 and 12. Sorry,
you would have lost your money.
11 and 12. I booked it in 2006 to get 6 times the odds.
I already have a future on a Mercer 2028 College World Series. So,
well, just know you're never getting that money back.
just like your 2006 South Carolina champion.
Yeah.
Money back either.
You know what?
All right. Let's cut it. We're already at an hour. This is supposed to be a 30-minute episode. Let's make our national championship picks and then do our weekend series pick 'em. So, who's your national champion?
I don't fucking know. What are we doing here? I don't know who won the national championship.
Can I take someone not my Omaha 8?
Yeah, you can.
Can I take the Cougs?
We're not doing an Omaha. We're not doing a national champion this week.
Why?
We're just not going to get it right.
What do you mean? I got it right last year. I took Tennessee last
All
year.
right. Who are you taking?
God, I don't know. Well, it's got to be A&M in Texas because they're going to play for the national championship. So, who's going to win it?
I don't care. Just pick one.
I take UConn.
I have a serious answer and then like a kind of a funny answer.
One single answer.
Give me Oregon State. I'll take Oregon State. I'll take the Beavers. Los Beavs. No one's taking Oregon State.
I really like Dallas Baptist, but I didn't pick him in my Omaha 8 because you took it. So I mean, I'll say Arkansas. Like let's get old DVH a nice national championship. Why don't we? He's due.
You know what? I'm gonna take the Clemson Tigers.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good pick.
It's a good pick.
All right, we can pick them. Let's get this over with.
All right, let's run through them. First series, pull it up and share your screen.
Don't tell me what to do.
Northeastern at Charlotte. I like both of these teams a lot. Charlotte usually plays well at home. They were super JUCO heavy last year. Return a bunch. Northeastern, can their guys step up like that they returned? I'll take I'll give Charlotte some love. Give me Charlotte. The Niners. At home, opening weekend. They're ready for it.
They're ready for it.
Charlotte at home. Give me Northeastern.
I'll take the Huskies. Give me Mike Lavin. Lavin. Go.
All right, next series is the best one on the board. Illinois State at Western Kentucky. I love both of these teams. Big dark horses. Like, if you're into the gambling and you want to pick a wild card to make it to Omaha, I don't see why these two teams don't make your short list of pretty big odds. I think they're both very complete teams. I'll take Western Kentucky at home, but I think it's going to be a dogfight, like a week one battle dogfight that's going to pay off in June. So give me Western Kentucky.
Just so everyone knows, this is a 4-game series, but it was too good. We had to keep it on our board.
So what happens if it goes 2-2?
It's a push.
All right, push.
Survivor.
Ooh, can I pick push?
Survivor the push.
Can I pick a push?
What?
You're such an odds whore.
Can I pick a push?
You sure can.
I'll take a push. 2-2.
You're such an odds whore.
No. Give me Western Kentucky. It's gonna be a push though.
I think this is a very balanced team. I think Western Kentucky has a slight edge overall, but at home, slam dunking the Hilltoppers. Give me the Toppers.
Do we want to do this already where we all take Western Kentucky and then we guarantee Illinois State a win? Like, are we just doing that right now?
Let's do it. Do it.
Okay,
Do
Western. I'll take Western. Congratulations, Illinois State. We're back.
All right, Texas Tech at North Carolina. I wish I was going to this series because I'm intrigued by both of these teams. I just said it earlier in the pod. I think North Carolina will be the number one team in the country at some point. The only way they can do that is by winning the opening series at home against Texas Tech. So give me North Carolina, but Texas Tech is going to be back to normal. They're going to be good this year. I promise that. It will not be a sweep. It will not be a blowout. Texas Tech will get their shots in too. Just give me North Carolina, though.
Didn't I pick Texas Tech to win the Big 12?
Yeah. Didn't you? Yeah.
No, you picked Oklahoma State, I thought.
No, I think I picked Texas Tech. I'm 99% sure I picked Texas Tech.
I'm looking right now.
If it's the incarnate word logo, just know he meant Texas Tech.
You did pick Texas Tech.
I knew I did. I love Texas Tech this year, but I think they need to get a little slice of humble pie this weekend in Chapel Hill, and then they're going to get going.
Slice of humble pie week one?
Oh yeah. They're gonna
What
show up
happened in the
and
offseason?
Tad, they're gonna be on that flight back to West Texas, and Tad gonna be like, "Boys, we got work to do. You guys want to win the Big 12 this year? You got work to do." Augie Garrido style, slam that stupid swivel door, and then there's gonna be a little caption on the bottom. Texas goes on to win 13 of their next 14 series to win the Big 12. Give me North Carolina this weekend. Texas Tech the next 13 weekend.
I think this comes down to a rubber match on Sunday. The problem is I don't know anybody in
Wow,
the
that's some hard hitting analysis.
is going to beat Jason DeCaro on Friday night. There's your hard hitting analysis, Mr. Augie Garrido slapping asses. Yeah, great insight there, King.
Ooh.
I'll take DeCaro on Friday night. Tech wins with the bats on Saturday. Another guy that I really loved, I took a catcher last year in my Golden Spikes. Luke Stevenson's really, really, really good for them, and he's super young. I think North Carolina's really good. Give me the heels. Congratulations to Texas Tech.
All right, Ohio State at Arizona State. I think this might be the easiest pick on the board. Like, no offense to Ohio State, I think they're going to be good in the Big Ten. I've just been so high on Arizona State that this is a good thing for Ohio State fans and their team, because every time I'm super confident in something, it never works out. But for me, this was the easiest pick. Arizona State at home, and they're way more experienced than this Ohio State team. Obviously, Justin Hare is going to have the boys ready to play and go to war. He's a great motivator, great recruiter, great coach. I think it's too early in the year to have an Ohio State team beat a talented Arizona State team. It's crazy to me Arizona State's not ranked. I'm so high on this team. Give me Arizona State week 1.
You know what I'm so excited about? Sunday, I'm going to start cooking up the new song for the Buckeyes, because Justin Hare doesn't lose. Justin Hare does not lose. And I
He
hate
did the same thing last year when Campbell was playing UC Santa Barbara, and I said Santa Barbara is going to win this series hands down at Campbell. They win like 22-1 the first game, and then they lose the next 2. Campbell wins the series, and he proved me wrong again. It's going to happen probably.
Justin Hare does not lose opening weekend. Give me the Buckeyes and give me the Ohio State Buckeyes in Tempe, Arizona.
I want you to know that this has completely changed my draft strategy. I was absolutely convinced you were going to just trash all over the Buckeyes, because it's exactly what you did during the Big Ten talk the other night. Now I have to take Arizona State. I have to resubmit my picks. I was going to take Ohio State because I was like, hey, there's no way that we can go 3 in a row. Now I'm back on. I'm heading out to Arizona and actually I'm taking Arizona State now because you took the Buckeyes.
Give me the Bucks.
All right, next series, Missouri State at Sam Houston State. I'm going to keep going. Like, I love Missouri State this year. I think they're going to have probably one of the biggest turnarounds of any Division I baseball team. They went like 21-36 last year, something not very good. This year, they're going to be a 38-40 win team. I like Missouri State a lot, but there's something about Sam Houston State at home, especially in the non-conference, where they beat good Power 4 teams every year, 2 out of 3. I think they beat – who did they beat last year? 2 out of 3. I think it was a Power 4 team week 1. I don't remember, but
State.
Who was it?
I think it was Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I think it was. So give me the Bearcats. Missouri State's going to be flying into Houston, driving up the highway, seeing 6 federal or state prisons along the highways to get into campus. They're going to be a little intimidated, but then they're going to bounce back and win every weekend series moving forward. I love home teams opening weekend. Give me the Bearcats.
Give me Zach Stewart and the Missouri State Bears.
Sam Houston State. I'm taking every Texas team tonight. Let's stay on track.
All right, and then West Virginia at Jacksonville. Coach Saban's, who took over for Randy Mazey last year, one of the best young minds in Power 4 baseball. He gets his shot to run the Mountaineers the way that he's been recruiting for that team and building up to this spot that he knew he was probably going to get. I think West Virginia is a dangerous team this year. They lost a lot from that super regional team last year. Or wait, was it? Yeah, it was super regional team last year. And look, I just think that he's a big reason why they were winning and hosting regionals the last 4 or 5 years. Give me West Virginia going down the road to Jacksonville. That's the one away team I'm going to pick. I feel good about that.
They might not be the Long Island Sharks, but they sure as hell know how to swim down on that Atlantic coast. Give me the Jacksonville Dolphins. They are probably the second best team in the Atlantic Sun behind the Stetson Hatter. And then the Mountain Dew Boys might be third or fourth. We don't know where they are. Clip this one too. Fanning. Clip all you want. They are the second best team in the Atlantic Sun. Give me the Jacksonville Dolphins.
I didn't know if this one was on the weekend series pick'em for a multitude of reasons. I didn't know if it was a troll job by the Riz God himself, or B, Ben, this is clearly going to be my survivor pick. I'm taking West Virginia as well. Take me home, country roads. Oh, buddy. And I just have a weird feeling that this is almost like chasing that big favorite in March Madness. Are we all going to be out in the survivor pool after this weekend? Probably. It's such a rat line that you guys put this on here. I got no problem eating the cheese. I appreciate it. I'll be out of the survivor pool in week 1, I'm sure.
Well,
so easy.
I guess we have to make our survivor picks now. I'll take North Carolina over Texas Tech. I'm okay. Like, I can live with if Texas Tech goes on the road week 1 and wins 2 out of 3 against who I think is one of the best teams in the country. Like, I'll tip my cap there. But you're right. Like, Dimitri is a savage for putting West Virginia at Jacksonville, because looking at it, you're like, oh, West Virginia will win that series, but they won't. They won't. Like, I picked them. They're not going to win the series. Jacksonville's going to win. It's such a rat line.
Rat line.
Hook, sink, and what's the phrase?
I think we should do something, Dimitri, where if somebody picks either Jacksonville or Ohio State or Texas Tech as their survivor and they win, they get like an extra life, like a Mario mushroom. So like, let's say somebody takes Ohio State in their survivor pick and Ohio State wins the series, they get like an extra life, like a freebie week. That's the way it should be.
Should we do that? Just for this week only, if you pick one of those teams, you get a extra life, get out of jail free card, whatever. And if you lose later on in the year, you get it back. I don't like it because it's just going to cause chaos. That's just too much work for me. And it's not fair to another guy.
We're saying that, like, if you pick Ohio State or Texas Tech or Jacksonville and they lose the weekend, you're out, right? Yeah. So it's like a risk.
I'm not doing that's too much work. I'm not doing
Okay, never mind. That was just an idea, though.
Yeah. My survivor's so easy, guys. You guys are missing one. It's so easy. It's
Missouri
so
State?
Easy. What?
Who?
The Western Kentucky Hilltoppers.
I don't. Yeah, but that's a weird.
That was the toughest one for me.
It's a 4-game series. You think I'm out of my damn mind to think that?
Oh, it is a 4-game series. So if it splits 2-2,
and a 2-2 push is a loss in Survivor.
No, it's not. It's a push, isn't it?
Is it though? Because they didn't win.
But they didn't lose. Survivor,
Survivor's about
Survivor.
winning.
If you don't lose, you're still in.
All right, so that's the rule. If they put 2-2 push, anybody that picks them in Survivor stays alive.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Anyway, yeah, I think North Carolina at home is my Survivor.
Cool. All right, well, let's wrap up the show there. This was fun. Yeah, anybody new to college baseball, just get an ESPN Plus account or borrow one from a friend. Watch Baseball Friday all day. It's a blast. You're going to get hooked on it. It's a better product than the MLB. You got players out there that want to be out there, and they play hard for their teams. And like, these are the most important games these players will ever play in until they make it to the major leagues. Like that's the best way to look at it. Because minor league baseball is all individual. They don't play as a team and do this and that. These guys want to be out there competing with their brothers they've been with for the last 4 or 5 years, sometimes, or even just since April, or
What
I'm sorry,
about,
August of last year.
Homeboy that just joined to Tennessee? He's been with those guys for 5 years, right?
Starting this way too late in the game.
Yeah, we probably need to just end the show here. Anyways, it's 2 a.m. East Coast time. I'm ending this right now, and yeah, let's have a good season. Let's have fun and enjoy the ride. It's going to be fun. It's going to go by quickly. 4 months goes by quick. See you, everybody.
Love you guys.